What's going on, YouTube? It's Alex here with Present Moment Photographs, and today we are at Granite Mountain here doing some sunset pictures. The sun's over there, just about to set. Got the camera set up here, and yeah, we're just doing some sunset pictures, a little POV behind the scenes video again. Yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so we're just bushwhacking a little bit right now. Nothing too crazy, but just trying to find a nice spot for the sunset here. I'm gonna go up this rock over here and see how things are looking. Ow. So sketchy. Pretty though. Good views. Should I go that way? Or should I go that way? Holy smokes. What a view up here. Oh, fuck. Wow. This is nice. I was gonna go to a different viewpoint, but this is good. Nice day. Clouds are really nice. I mean, I came out here just because I saw the clouds and I thought we might get some cool colors. So I don't know. We've got maybe another 30 minutes before the sunset. I'll take some shots here leading up to it and get ready for some sunset pictures. All right, so I've got a lot of time before the sunset, so I'm gonna go over there and check out what sort of it looks like from the rock there and if I like that better or not. We got about 18 points of contact right now, making sure I don't die or break my leg. It's like the world's cheapest slip and slide. I'm just gonna stop here really quick before we go back to the other rock and take a picture. The reason I like this area more was because of the green on the rocks. I thought it might add a little bit of foreground since there's no foreground at all really at the other spot, which means we just really need a good sunset. But I don't know, here I found a nice little bush, some green on the rocks, so I'm gonna see with my wide angle lens if we can get that in the foreground, you know, and see how the shot turns out. Just since we have some time, that's why it's always good to, if you plan to shoot sunset or especially sunrise, to get to your location a little early. All right, so now we're setting the camera up and we're gonna do a portrait view just so we can get this bush, it's not a bush, I don't plant in the foreground, just a little tighter. I just think it'll look better for this image, and we're gonna take a couple pictures here at a couple different settings. All right, so here's what we're doing. We're taking a couple photos. First, we're taking photos exposed for the foreground. And what I've got is f11. Actually, I'm going to drop it to f9, 1/30 seconds, ISO 100. And we're going to do a series of images. We're going to focus stack some pictures. So I'm going to focus on the plant close, and then the midground, and then sort of the mountain in the background. And then I'm going to change it and make it darker, exposed for the sky. And take an image, just one image exposed further or focused further away, exposed darker, and we're gonna mix those together so our foreground's not too dark and we don't have to mess with highlights too much to get the sky to be dark or any of that stuff. And yeah, I mean, I learned that doing this takes a little extra time right here, right now, but it makes definitely a way better image and way easier to edit. So yeah, we'll get those images here. So here's the first image I took, and I was really surprised at how good this turned out and how happy I was with it. I mean, the bush in the foreground adds a lot. There's some rocks down there in the foreground too that add a little something, and then I mean the clouds are really just amazing in this image, and you have the mountain in the midground, and I mean overall I just really liked the way this image turned out. I didn't know if I was going to get a good image from this location, this shot with this bush. But I mean, I decided to go try it anyways, and I really do like this image a ton. Alright, so we're back in this spot, and it was a lot harder getting up this time, but hopefully getting down's easier, and I like the composition a lot here. I mean, the wide angle lens I have here, it's a full frame camera with an 18mm lens, and it seems to fit just perfect, which is great. And so yeah, I'll take a couple pictures here. So here's a couple more images here that I was also really happy with. I mean, the clouds look amazing. The sort of golden light coming in through the trees in the midground looks really nice too. And then here's another image I got. Same shot, same edits, but I added the rock I was on in the image for a little foreground. And both of these images I think are super awesome. Alright, so the sun is just starting to really set now. A lot of the clouds kind of went away, which is fine. We got some out there, but still got the camera here. I'll probably wait a few minutes, take maybe, a few more pictures, but try and get one more shot of this view with the mountain and the clouds, and then I will go back over to that other spot as well. But yeah, we still got a few minutes for the sun's really set, so I'm hoping some of the sky up here behind the mountain comes into view. So this image and the next one I'm about to put on the screen as well in a sec were taken just maybe like 10 or 15 minutes after the previous images I had put up. And as you can tell, the colors, the sky, everything just changed so much within a short amount of time. And I mean, these images are very similar to the last ones in terms of composition. Like, I really didn't move the camera at all, but just the time of day and the lighting totally changed these images. And I think it's super cool how it's pretty much the same image but so different, right? And it was just a 10-minute difference or so. All right, so got some more pictures here, and I like this composition a lot. I might come back here one of these days, probably in a couple months or so, couple weeks, I don't know. When we get some more clouds over there. It's interesting because a lot of the clouds moved. There's a tree in the way, but moved out that way. And yeah, we didn't get as much color here, but I mean, I think it's still good, you know what I mean? I found a nice spot. Good composition here with this bush. I have one other composition. I mean, I guess not composition, but one other sort of area out here I like to explore to take pictures, and maybe I'll do that. But yeah, overall I think it was good. So these are images of the last ones I took for the day, and they were taken at the spot I was just at. And again, here I really like the foreground in this image, and then this next image to the landscape instead of a portrait. I really like the foreground and the rock kind of down there, and I don't know, I was really surprised and happy with this photo shoot overall, but also how much I was able to get in terms of foreground. I really thought it was just going to be the mountain, but I think I got some really great images that were more dynamic, had a little depth to them. And, if you're ever out shooting photography, I always encourage you to try and look for foreground elements to add to an image if you're doing landscape stuff. And for me, I didn't think these images were going to turn out too great or look too cool, and then I brought them into the computer, the post-processing, and I mean, I'm so happy with the way they turned out, and I'm so glad I went over to this other little spot and took pictures of the bush, and also did a landscape view too. So yeah, I mean, if you are having thoughts about whether or not you should try something in photography, my say is try it, because you never know what kind of image you'll get. All right, YouTube, thank you guys for watching the video. I really do appreciate it. Means a lot that y'all come by here, spend time watching me blabber and hike and take photos or whatever. But it does mean a lot. So yeah, thank you again for watching the video. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I've got a ton of photography stuff, tutorials, videos like this. Trying to constantly do more, you know, at least one a week. So yeah, just come check out the channel. And also if you have any comments or feedback, feel free to leave them down below. All right, thank you. Y'all have a good one.